let's turn off the chat here. And I'll wait for, oops, I washed my hair. I had a shower. You remember, I was thinking the other day, let's wait for some folks to get in. I was thinking the other day as I was reading Little House on the Prairie, because I still read it frequently. And when I was a kid, one of the biggest excuses for not accepting a date was that you just washed your hair or you had to wash your hair. Where do you, today, those things aren't a big deal, but if you think about it, think about back in Laura Ingalls' time when your hair was down to your knees and washing it was a big deal, right? I'm going to watch mystery movies at all night at Hallmark Mysteries and Movies. Oh, that's nice. I'm not a Hallmark movie fan. I'm really not. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. How's it going? I'm going to see Bubba tomorrow. And oh no, you don't feel right. And I just finished wrapping his gifts. Oh, you don't want to come at all. You don't want to, Cards are being weird today. Am I missing some? I am. Where are... I'm missing cards. And where are they? Oh, please tell me they haven't fallen down beside the thing here. Well, two decks definitely don't want to be read today. Ow, 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 ow. When we miss a live, can follow the replay if chat is activated. I don't know how to activate the chat. You just hold your wad there, young missy. Let me just check something here, because I have to go into my channel to do it. All right. Gracie, give me 2 seconds here, please. Let's look in YouTube Studio here. Settings. General channel. Advanced settings. Permissions. Community. I don't see where it tells me. Oh, comments on your channel, messages in your live chat. Well, I don't know, guys. I really don't. I'm going to have to look at this deeper. So, because I really am not all that technically adept, eh? I'm really not. So once I learn something, it stays learned, but okay, let's pop out the chat. Oh, wow, we're up to 50 people already. Remember to say hi in chat if you want to. Oh, no, you are calling me. if you want me to shout you out and say hello. All our trees are still up. We're going to visit with the kids and our grandbaby tomorrow. And then next week, the trees are all going to come down little bit by little bit. So, remember, patrons, excuse me. I have to fix my chair too. Remember, patrons, tonight is our special New Year's Eve, ringing the new year, live for patrons only. Okay, I'm missing something here. Where is? Oh, there it is. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Come on in, get comfortable, say hello. Also, patrons, I will be doing cards for you all tonight for whoever wants to be read. New Year's Eve is a really special day to be doing cards going into the new year. Oh, no, I did not. And lift our thoughts and our prayers on your smoke to the Creator. Aye. Alrighty, how's everybody doing today? Let me pop out the chat now. Oh, people are still coming in. Let me pop out the chat and say hello to everybody. Hey, Alex Wilson, Alice Silva, Seashell, aloha, darling. Celeste, Claire, Diane Sonnenberg, Edie Murray, Aaron, M75, Ginger Snaps, Jenny Bruno, Janelle F, Leanne Bishop, hi, darling. Linda Bopp, hey, sweetheart. Lori Lazor McChesney, I always say that because it sounds fun to do. Mama Dukes, Rosie Bernard, Sarah Emerald, Stacy Robbins, the Hermit from Scooby-Doo, and Trudy W. How is everybody doing? I have one present left to wrap for my grandson, and then we're going down to see the kids tomorrow. Hi, Kim. How's it going? Alex, you don't tip me in Patreon. You already tipped me with your monthly payment. That's how it works. You pay $5 a month American or $7.50 a month Canadian. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, we have our unlisted live streams because you're not allowed to share that stuff. And on Fridays, we do our Freaky Friday. But tonight is a very special night. Because it's New Year's Eve and we're going to ring in the New Year's together for all those who aren't going out, who are sensible and they're staying home. So you're entitled. Really? I see dust in there already. You're entitled to a free reading anytime we're live streaming on Patreon. You just have to ask for one, right? So you don't have to tip. So if you have a reading you want, come in tonight. Hey, Lacey Black, how's it going? But, oh my goodness. And I'm knitting. I'm still in my jammies. Good for you, Mama Dukes. I'm knitting. I'm making Bubba a pair of mittens to go with his little hat. Oh, I almost forgot to wrap those presents. I have 2 more presents to wrap. 3 more presents to wrap. So, hey, Susan Woodcarver, how are you? A lot of people are still in their jammies. Howie's been out since the crack of stupid working in the garage. He went all over the bloody province of Ontario yesterday getting car parts, and it was dark when he got home. I was starting to get really worried because it's a lot of driving. He put 1,000 kilometers on that car yesterday, and I guess he put on Facebook that put 1,000 miles on my car and la 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 la. And his mom said, "You didn't drop in and see me." And the thing is how he shouldn't be driving at night. He hasn't been told not to, but he's got cloudy vision in one eye right now, and when he drives at night, you think about trying to look through a film at night with car lights coming at you, right? So sorry, Mom, but he was actually another stop he was supposed to make that he didn't because he was just too tired and it was getting dark. Must remember that Bev can only do a certain amount of readings. It drains her. Yes, it does. But I'm about to put up a shield that will only it will stop negative energy flow in and help the messages to be clearer. And I can reboot, but I my minimum is, or my maximum is like 5 readings in a row, right? Hey, Karen, how are you, pony boy? Oh, where are you going, Angie? Susan, that sounds wonderful. Did you cut it into thick or thin strips? Where? I crocheted a rug from sheets I got from Goodwill. It's the softest rug in the world, and my arthritic feet love it. I'm going to make another one. There's a good idea. I've still got the rug on the loom to finish. Well, we'll be here at 10 o'clock tonight. 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, bringing in the new year for I'm usually in bed by 10. But, patrons and us, we gotta hang out. I actually might do it. No, I can't do it earlier and still ring in the new year, because I have to get up at 5 tomorrow morning to hit the road. What am I doing now? What are we talking about? Yeah, I can't read palms over the internet though, honey. I really can't. It was my first one. I was unsure, so my strips were about a half an inch. I don't know if it's thick or thin. I just love it. Well, it's good. You can throw those in the washing machine, eh? You doing readings? Haven't been here to hear them in a long time. I haven't done readings in a bit, but I do them occasionally. Yes, I do readings occasionally. So I'm not quite awake, and I have had a puff. But I don't read tarot cards. I use oracle cards, like flashcards or bullet notes, kind of, to send me in the right direction of what the energy is, what spirit is trying to tell me. Rosie Bernard. Since when, honey? Well, that's what it's supposed to be. Stars in the night sky. Clouds. Ouch. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that. Since when what, Rosie? Hey, sweet sipper. Happy New Year. I'm still waiting for Rosie Bernard to answer. But anyway, I know there's a lag. So, well, the way this came about is this is my office studio. And having all my craft stuff in here, I only had one little piece of the wall with a night sky on it and my little tree, and I decided to expand on that vision. Wow, it's fun. It's fun. I really enjoy having a nicer backdrop for you all. Now, when the tree's gone, that's all the backdrop's going to be, right? Is going to be clouds and sky, right? But I'm thinking of hanging a Canadian flag up. We'll see. Yeah, I remember, and you always decorate this room. It's always nice. Yeah. So, crocheted with a huge hook, so it went fast and didn't hurt my arthritic hands. I was surprised. Well, that's basically what a toothbrush rug is, eh? Is they turn a toothbrush handle into a big rug hook with but it's more pointed so you can shove it through and grab and pull and shove it through and grab and pull, right? So it's, maybe I'll try that, but I have a couple of rugs to finish first, right? But and the sky changes color. See? Let's put it on fade for y'all. Hang on, I'll show it to you a little bit. I think I insulted Gracie. Gracie, I'm sorry. Come here. Yeah, my husband bought me screwdrivers for Christmas, and I promptly gave them to him until I went to work on something today, and he said, "Which screwdriver do you want?" And then I realized all the smaller ones. He took the big ones out for his for the shop. Hey, hey, hey! Get up here and see your mommy. No, you gotta. What's wrong with your ear? Why is it bent weird? No, I cleaned them last night. Come here. Okay, say hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Say Happy New Year. Gracie's birthday is on we say Gracie's birthday's on Valentine's Day because we got her at 6 weeks old on April 11th. 8 weeks old on April 11th. I thought she might have been 6 weeks, but we'll give the owner who had them, or who raised them, or who bred them, the benefit of the doubt. Oh my goodness. You laying in front of the fire? Mommy made that just for you. Just sit there with Mommy and Daddy. Amen. There you go. You want to make Mommy get treats? Oh my goodness. Which one? These give you fruit farts. They do this. It smells like berries. May the good Lord bless and keep you. I got that going through my head. And there you go, one more. There you go. That's it. She's the baby girl. I don't like leaving her home tomorrow. I'm going to leave that up to Howie. If we take her with us, you know, he's going to have to go out and walk. Like, she's going to have to stay in the truck or run in Mel's parents' backyard. But, you know, she can't come in the house at Mel's parents' place because they have like 4 cats there. So Happy New Year! Fruit farts are the best. Not too sure about that. You missed your mom a lot, Bev. I'm still working on taking care of Mom's funeral final wishes. It's going to take a long time. No holidays this year, just solitude. Well, don't be too much in solitude, okay, honey? I understand that you have things that you have to finalize, Karen, and I'm really, really sorry that you're going through this. But please, be kind to yourself. Do things when you're ready, and don't let anybody else tell you when you're ready. Okay? All right? You know, we're going to lift you. We'll lift you up in our prayers as I lift everybody up in my prayers every day. Okay? Hey, Helen, how's it going? I'm not sure I have as big a huge one as I've gotten back in crocheting because my stupid stroke took me almost 4 years to get my left hand to work for me. You've never known me to do readings. Really? I've you can ask Angie. I've been doing readings most of my life. I just stopped around 2001, 2002. I stopped around there for a while because I wanted to grow a little more, and I wanted to do some more personal spiritual work on myself before I started trusting myself to actually do readings publicly for people. So I needed a lot of spiritual work to do, grounding, centering, and making sure my messages are not me. They're from, the creator kind of thing. It's been almost a year that I lost my mom. I'm finally in a place where I can make changes in home and life. It takes time. There's a reason. There's a reason that um, that people used to go into deep mourning. Okay, mourning used to be a 5-year period, and for the entire first year, that person, the people nearest to the deceased, didn't go out in public, didn't go out to public functions. They wore black. They didn't, all those things for a year, and everybody else in their life looked after the world for them. Because you when you have a very deep loss, it's really hard to make sensible decisions. You should never, ever, ever make any big financial decisions, any life-changing decisions in the first year after losing somebody that's very, very close to you. Because you do go a little batshit crazy. And that's okay. That's what deep mourning is for. But the problem is nowadays, people are supposed to get over it in a week, and then if you don't, they put you on antidepressants. That's today's world. Mourning is a process, right? So I mean, take your time. Don't make any life-changing decisions. All right? Don't don't push yourself to get rid of anything. Like my father, after my mother died, he got rid of so much of my mom's stuff that I felt like her memory was stripped in so many ways, you know? And I understand that's how my dad dealt with it. But there was very little left for me to touch and associate and remember. So it was really, really hard. Hey, Waldo! Celebrating your four-year-old's birthday. Wow. Wow. Angie's mom's birthday is tomorrow. Hey, Melissa. Any big change or loss needs time to process, not just in our minds, but in our hearts, in our emotions, right? Let me see. My dad died in November. I ran away from home to an entire new province. When my was it okay? December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 8 months after my dad died, I ran away from home. It's the Howie said one of the reasons that he chased me down, right, is one of the reasons was A, he loved me, and B, he knew I was not in my right mind. Period, full stop. So, no, Angie's mom doesn't come on here. Her name is Charlene, but she used to be, Wendy and her used to be best friends. Angie's mom was married to, her first husband was my cousin Bob, and he passed away a long, long time ago when Angie and her siblings were just kids. I'm going now. Hogmanay is tomorrow, or is that on the 2nd? I'm going we're going to visit my kids tomorrow. We're getting up very early, and we're going to visit the kids and take them their presents. Mel and Arthur and my grandson. My grandfather is Angie's grandfather was my Uncle Jim. It's complicated, but I'm really good at untangling family knots. But Angie's grandfather was my dad's best friend and my mom's older brother. So I've only seen him like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and he's a year old. So I'm really, really excited about going. I'm really excited about going. I want to run away too, but I'm 56 since October, so I'm a little old and disabled to run. Doesn't mean you don't want to. Doesn't mean you won't find a way. That's why I'm saying make no major life decisions. It's like when you first get sober. Don't make any life-changing decisions in the first year. Right? Because you basically had a funeral for your best friend that was your coping mechanism for years, alcohol. You don't make any life-changing decisions in the first year of mourning, ever. Period, full stop. Hey, Teflon, how's it going, sweetheart? Oh, you're going out to dinner with friends. I support a few good people here. Are you under Life with the Wolfies? No, Seashell will put my the Patreon link. There it is. There it is. She's right on top of things. And if you pay, you can pay $5 a month American, $7.50 a month Canadian. And what that entitles you to is 3 live streams unlisted a week where we just hang out on Mondays, Wednesdays. And oh, by the way, tonight's New Year's Eve is replacing tomorrow's Patreon's live stream for the simple reason is I won't be here tomorrow. Okay? So I know so many people who married someone from AA or NA. Well, I'll tell you something, Melissa. Howie and I got sober 2 days apart. And I had run away from home to get sober. Long and the short of it is we sobered up 2 days apart. And it was not easy. Howie and I are walking miracles because most people who, whether one is the alcoholic or both are the alcoholic, 9 times out of 10, when a person sobers up, they realize that the person they're married to is a stranger, and vice versa. You know, when a person sobers up, the spouse usually finds out that their partner's a stranger in a lot of ways. But Howie and I met drunk, married drunk, and sobered up with 2 kids in a house. And we're walking miracles because for both of us to sober up, the only reason things didn't take a horrific turn, it took a couple of bad turns in our marriage. You know, there was a bankruptcy. I ran away from home a couple of times. You know what I mean? Still, there had to have been love, or we would not have survived sobering up. So, old year's end. Well, we're going to visit Arthur and Mel and Bubba and take him his presents. And I almost forgot. I got 2 presents in the closet for him that I've got to wrap up. I like crochet, cooking, all kinds of things. No interest in or ambition until I get through some things first. Absolutely, darling. And yes, I remember your full story about how you and your husband. I've been very fortunate to enjoy being with your channel over a decade. Yeah. Do you know I've been on here for 14 years? Who's that guy on the shorts? You telling me for 40 years I've been doing it this way and there's an easier way? I don't know why. I just love that guy. I still remember your video when you protested Monsanto. Well, when I got there, that's the thing. When we got to the protest, it was the March Against Monsanto. And when we got there a little bit late. So when I got up to the front, there was a small crowd of people and everybody was really subdued. And I'm going, and I ran into my cousin and I said, "What's going on? Why isn't everybody like, yeah, go, hey, hey, ho, ho, Monsanto's got to go. Hey, hey." I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Well, the police went through the crowd." Now, remember, this was long before the, long before the convoy. This was back before the Liberals got in. And we got them in on the on the marijuana law, and we haven't been able to get them out since. But the police had gone through the crowd saying, "Now keep, I guess my cousin told me, she said the police went through the crowd and said, keep it nice and civil. We're Canadians and la, 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 la." And I looked there and said, piss on that. And when the guy got up at the mic and asked if anybody wanted to come up, somebody went up and he was like hemming and hawing and he was really nervous. And I'm like, no, somebody with a big mouth's got to go up there. And I did. No, God, no, Angie. I'm not one of the first homesteaders on YouTube. I'm just one of the first people to use the word homestead in their title, which garnered a lot of. I found you right after I had quit working. That was November 08. Well, I started my channel in 09. And I didn't know I had started my channel. Everybody knows the story. I wanted to send a knitting video to a friend in the US, and I did this nice little knitting video, but my email wouldn't send it. And I asked Briar, I said, "Why the hell did they let you make videos and attach them if they're not going to send it?" He said, "No, Mom, you got to put it on YouTube." I said, "What's YouTube?" He said, "You upload your video, and then they give you a link, and you give the link to the person and they open it up, and that way you don't have to have it try and send it in a zip folder or anything." I said, "Oh, really? Great." I don't know how many months later, but when I did that video, it was down, my office was down, my computer was downstairs, and when I found out that I was public, it was upstairs in my small living room. This was in 09, right? And I got an email saying, "Thank you for the video." And I had a panic attack thinking, how did somebody get into my email? I don't know this person. Briar laughed and said, "Yeah, then your channel's probably public." And I said, "What channel?" He said, "Mom, your YouTube channel." That's how I got a YouTube channel. So, well, I was still learning. I'm an old timer veteran of those channels too. Yeah. So, Cat's Cradle. You know what? Here's something. Does anybody remember Purbane? Does anybody remember Purbane? When I had pink hair, that was in like, I don't know, man. I don't know how long ago that was. Hey, Sandy Archer. Yeah, it's okay. Purbane. Everybody's wondering where Purbane went. I'm on a mission to find her. Now, one of my videos on Rumble, somebody named Purbane said, "YouTube is evil." And I thought, I wonder if that's our friend Purbane from YouTube and why she's disappeared. So I looked at her channel and at her account, and there's like no followers, no videos, no nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a video appeal on Rumble saying, "Purbane, you commented on one of my videos. If this is Deb Purbane from YouTube, please, please, please contact me. We need to talk." Right? What happened to Bear Prepper? I don't know. I don't know what happened to Bear Prepper. I know she was a homestead honey in the beginning, but then she started doing some unsafe practices, with canning, and we just there were some things that were coming out. Like we would do a homestead honey hour on the Prepper Radio, internet radio, once a week, and there was four of us, and we shared. Usually it was me and Noreen and Cat's Cradle and Michigan Snow Pony, right? There would be two of us monitoring the chat and two of us answering questions. Thing was, is Bear Prepper, you know, let's just put it this way. I watched her can meatloaf, and that was like, we can't, you know, we can't do this and encourage people to can safely and to prepare safely if you're giving them information that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Okay, not to contradict Melissa, but conspiracy theory is just a new name. Conspiracy theory should be turned around to spoiler alert, because there is a lot of stuff, you know, that's going on in the world that we just don't talk about because YouTube won't let us and Facebook won't let us. And they've labeled us conspiracy theorists. But if anybody's been around with me longer than 10 years, they're going to remember stuff that I had to take down off of my YouTube because I sounded like a crazy person. But they're going to remember some of the stuff I talked about way back when, like Agenda 21. And my goodness, didn't the pandemic fold that out, try to fold that out as a, you know, zipper up the world with that, right? These things, there's a lot of things that go on in the world. Let me put it to you this way. If you can think it up, somebody's already doing it. And that applies for the really horrific stuff going on in the world too. So be careful with the word conspiracy, the phrase conspiracy theorist, because more people do deep dives on your behalf than you know. And that's all I can say. Until he started dissing Patera. Yeah, well, a lot of people diss Patera, and she's kind of like Patera's kind of like our Alex Jones of you know, of the Appalachians, a woman of, you know, but except that, you know, she's not fear-mongering. She's been telling people forever to get prepared, and she's been keeping on top of things. And you know, it's like anything else you hear on YouTube. Take what you want and leave the rest. It's that simple. Information is for you to accept or disregard. You don't have to. You can accept information from one person and still disregard something that you don't understand or don't believe that they say. That's called being an adult, right? You don't just toss people aside because they don't believe the same things you do. You toss people aside when they start censoring you. Censoring, not censoring. When they start censoring and censuring you for speaking your mind or having different ideas. But when people start calling you crazy, stupid granny killers, because of a decision you make that didn't fit the norm, right? Those people don't have your best interests at heart, right? Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I work really hard at not dissing anybody. I really do. I really do. The only and as when I say diss, I mean dismissive. I have a really hard time dismissing anybody. The only people I have dismissed is the Bitch Factory. So, and I have 4 extra machines so I can teach others. We do start to finish. Wow, Stacy. Well, I mean, where's Jennifer? Hey, Jackie Oak. How are ya? Hi, Jennifer. He also says how bad fluoride is and then makes a tea company and wants people to buy it. All tea herbal has the most fluoride than anything on this planet. Right? I have fluoride toothpaste. Like, they wanted to polish my teeth when they did the cleaning with fluoride powder. I said no. So it's bad enough the shit's in my toothpaste. There's no reason for fluoride to be in the water. Period, full stop. Fluoride's really bad for you. Well, Stacy, it's not that I'm a good... Hi, Doris. How are you? I take all of the information with a big grain of salt. There you go. Like Melissa said, watch Patera for years. I don't watch YouTube videos. I don't have time. But once in a blue moon, Patera will pop up and I'll go, okay. I actually looked for her ivermectin cup, thinking it came with ivermectin. No, you don't want to know, Alex, about what the bitch factory is. It's done and buried. And I don't like people going there. It's not that you can't make up your own mind. It's just that they take bits of truth, or they'll take a video of mine and they'll see me going like this, and they'll go, oh yeah, there's the wonderful Mrs. They tear people down. It's not called the bitch factory. That's what I call it. They tear people down who are on the internet. They call themselves, they're like The View, only they don't hold back. And there's no video. It's just a forum. And it's really horrible. They've torn down Noreen of Noreen's Kitchen. They've torn down Heather the Needy Homesteader. And they damn near tore me down until I remembered that if you don't go in there and open the door and read their toxic waste, it can't rub off on you. That's why. Oma, no, I didn't. Hang on, let me go back. I'm watching on TV, but writing on the computer. Do I have to like both for you to get credit? You don't have to like any. You can like whatever you want. The only thing that I hope people will do out of courtesy is watch the ads. But if you have not Amazon, if you have YouTube Plus, where you pay $9.99 a month to go ads free, I still get a piece of that. So don't feel bad if you don't have the ads because you paid not to have them. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yellow bird. Hi, BlackRock. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is it's all negativity. It's all negativity in that place. And let me put it to you this way. If you are in a room with the door closed, and outside, everywhere outside your room, okay, let me put it to you this way. When I was a kid, we had a mosquito issue because not all our screens fit tight. We hadn't done all the final walls and ceilings and stuff in our house. We built a Viceroy when I was a kid. So Dad would go down the hallway at night and spray Raid. Like he'd spray Raid before we'd go to bed to keep the mosquitoes down. And I had an instant asthma attack. I don't have asthma. So after that, whenever Dad did it, he'd say, close your door and put a towel up. And you have to close my bedroom door and roll up a towel and put it at the bottom of my door. If you don't open the door, the poison can't reach you. Right? I imagine those who are being super negative as being pigs wallowing in mud. Oh, what a horror. Don't insult pigs. Pigs are great. They're intelligent creatures and they're happy and they're like dogs, right? So, Happy New Year, Pam. Hey, Chanel. It seems that no genre is safe. I remember when Homestead Tessie was attacked quite a bit. Yeah. Right? You can't please everybody. And when people attack, you don't need to defend yourself. Why? Because the moment you engage in the negative narrative with that person, you're inviting the negative in. Does that make sense? Right? So a lot of times the best I can say is, I'm really sorry you feel that way. I'll pray for you. Right? Because I have to hand all that stuff over to God, because if I take it on, I get soaked in it. And it's not a happy place. Right? Exactly. Don't defend, just move on. The bitches are paving their own path. Yep. Yes, Homestead Tessie is a sweetheart. She's a very, I think, isn't she in Australia or New Zealand? Or am I thinking of somebody completely different? So, but anyway, my point is on my TV, now on my computer. Hey, Rosita, how are you, darling? How's the jelly queen? Leave the negative people to their own devices. Yeah. And when you shut the door, put a towel across the bottom, because you don't want that shit leaking in. Right? Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else, but I do love Homestead Tessie. So, Pennsylvania, right. I'm on break till February. Yay! Hey, Mary Peltier, how are you, darling? I know my truth, know myself. I don't pay attention to what others think and say about me. Well, that's true, Sherry, right? You don't have to, just because they say it, only makes it true if you accept it. Right? If I wanted to talk to toddlers, I'd go hang out at a daycare. I'm going to talk to a toddler tomorrow. Bubba, my FaceTime's daddy. I'm going to be seeing him shortly, so I'm just now learning this, and I'm 45. Okay, Lacey, why do they call your wisdom teeth, why are they called wisdom teeth? Because like wisdom, they come with age. All right? There's knowing something intellectually, and there's accepting something intellectually, and then there's understanding and getting it. Okay? You can be intelligent, or you can be smart, all right? All school really does is teach us to regurgitate facts and numbers and figures. It's just learn and regurgitate, learn and regurgitate. That is intellectually knowing something. So you can be, know something intellectually and have a PhD, but you can still be an idiot. Not an idiot. You can still be someone who may know something but doesn't get it. Right? When you get something, it changes how you look at things. It's something you take in and you process and you put into practice. But people just regurgitating stuff they've learned doesn't make them intelligent. It just shows that they have good memories. I refuse to engage with adult children. Sometimes you just gotta, especially when they're your own. It was put this way: folks are going to talk no matter what. It's what you answer that counts, or what you don't answer. Right. That's right. What the bitch factory thinks about me is none of my business. Think about that. What nasty people think about you is none of your business. You don't get to police the thoughts in their head. Right? It's none of your business unless you make it your business and you engage. And that's when they're going, yeah, let's do this. Rock on. And then it's a whole negative shit show that leaves you feeling icky. Just don't engage. Tape recorders, I want to wish you all a safe and blessed New Year's Eve and a prosperous 2024. Thank you. Exactly. Knowledge does not equal wisdom. It's true. Very true. Oh, I had a friend. I love Trivial Pursuit. The original Trivial Pursuit. And we'd go and play at my friend's mom's house. Like my friend's mom, she'd play with us. But she would win. Everybody stopped playing with her. You know why? Because she'd sit and read the cards. when nobody was playing, like she'd be having a cup of coffee in the morning and she'd start reading through the Trivial Pursuit cards until she damn near had them all memorized. So, why is that, Mary? Hey, Rob, how's it going? I learned more in life than school, and I'm still learning at the age of 56. And that's why we call it School of Hard Knocks. That's life. My philosophy is the golden rule. And I believe that putting negativity out into the world, it comes back to you that's the threefold, that's what they call the threefold law, right? Karma's a bitch and she's a friend, right? It all depends on what side of the friend fence you're on with karma, right? I love Hey, Tigers, I love Trivial Pursuit. But nowadays, I wouldn't know anything new because I don't watch the news because it's all bullshit as far as Jeopardy. That's a good game. I still have my original Trivial Pursuit. Had it since I was a kid. Probably close to 4 today. Okay, that was Mel telling me what time we're going to have our live. Uno cards. It's hard enough without all the crap people think up. That's right. That's right. So when it comes to talking about people like Patera and Alex Jones and all these people, believe half of what you see and nothing of what you hear, and you may get to a grain of truth. That means take everything everyone says, including myself, with a grain of salt and make your own decisions. And that way, you're the only one responsible for the outcome, right? Hey, Yoshi, it's Stephanie, right? Did I get it right? Now you're going to talk about card games. I play them to win. I'm a euchre fan. It's really hard to get euchre players around here. It's nobody gets together and plays cards anymore. It's weird. But when Arthur and Mel and Briar are here, we usually play board games. But Stephanie, how are you? My grandkids just got the Operation game. Go fish. Euchre and cribbage. Those are my favorite card games. I will play euchre with you. Yeah, but there needs to be 4 of us. I play them all. Well, that's good to know. Well, listen, folks, we've been here for almost an hour, and I've got some things I got to get done. I'm great just leaving church. Okay, darling, you have a happy new year. Okay, well, bridge is not something I ever learned because it's like tenfold euchre or something. So I just put everything away and cleaned. All my trees are still up. They're coming down next week. And I may do a video, not a live, but I may do a video of me undecorating all the trees as a new year video or as a starting seeds and stuff. Remember, folks, what's tomorrow? Monday, Tuesday, we're doing the draw for the 3 envelopes of random seeds. Euchre. Yeah, euchre. You got it right, Chanel. Well, listen, folks. I just want to say I hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year's Eve and that 2024 will be the best year ever for us all. Healthy and prosperous and walking forward you know what? Let's do a prayer. How about that? Okay. For all those who care to, I'm going to do a prayer. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Know that if you leave, there is no judgment. Okay? This is a non-denominational prayer. You take what you want, leave the rest. You connect with your creator, with the creator of your understanding, and I will connect with the creator of mine. Take what you want and leave the rest. But do come in and join hands and hearts as we go into the new year, okay? So let's do some deep breathing. Hey, God, creator, source of all, thank you for bringing us together, God, now and over the years. We've created a community here, God, that you bless time and time again. And how you help us walk through life shining with the light of your love to push back the darkness for us and those people around us. God, as we go into the new year, we ask that everybody's health and prosperity is improved from 2023 to 2024. We ask that you help us face our fears, God, that that you help us ignore the negative narrative that so much of the world is bathed in right now. And that you fill us so full of the light of your love that the darkness cannot get to us, because darkness always parts before light. It's the only thing that pushes it back is the light. God, there's been a lot of people who've had health issues and anxiety and financial troubles and family troubles and all of these things, that we've dealt with throughout 2023. And as we go into 2024, God, please help us to remember the lessons we've learned of 2023 so that we may carry them forward into the new year, and to help our days be brighter and more full of your love and acceptance. God, we lift all those people up to you that are so struggling that they're having a hard time even looking for the light, let alone finding it. All right? Please help those people, God, the sick, the ill, the neglected, the addicted, the rejected, the financially strapped, the alone, the ill, and those who are struggling mentally and emotionally. God, we hand all of those people and us up to you. Please help us walk forward into 2024 with our hearts full of your light and love shining from every cell of our being. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Miigwech. Walk in the shining light of God's love. May the force be with you. Whatever language you use when you're speaking to the God of your understanding. We all know that we like to be talked to with love, and know that God is love. God is light. God is laughter. Everything else is fluff on the furniture and can be consigned to the 50 shades of gray that lead into the black, because we'll have nothing to do with it. Take care, God bless, and may 2024 see us striving to be better people than we were last year. That's all we can hope for. I love you guys. Never, ever forget that. Take care. God bless. And, oh, yeah, tomorrow's live stream. All right, well, tomorrow's live stream will probably be in the evening, okay? Because we are going visiting tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, we'll do a live stream. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless.